The Nissan Qashqai is quite popular among those people who have small-sized families, and the model that we have over here is a little bit different. It's not trying to compromise in terms of what the qualities that Nissan is trying to achieve with its Qashqai lineup, but indeed is trying to be a bit more greener. By that I mean it has the e-power technology, which is a combination of using an electric motor which is then powered by a regular petrol engine, which is a little bit different from what you would be accustomed to with a regular mild or indeed plug-in hybrid system. So in this quick short video, I can give you all the information that you need to know about the latest Qashqai e-power, and furthermore, do stay tuned for a full detailed review. So to start off, the new Qashqai has a practical interior design where Nissan has opted to retain physical buttons around the steering wheel and the dashboard. Of course, this makes for better practicality while on the move. Now, that's not to say that the SUV has been stripped of tech. Indeed, there is a fully digitalized instrument cluster and an infotainment system that's angled towards the driver. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are both supported as standard. As for storage, it's plentiful. The boot is large enough for weekly shops, while the interior of the cabin provides ample amount of space within the door bins, the center console, and of course the glove box. Now, headroom and legroom are a non-issue at the front of the cabin, while it's a little bit more limited at the rear of the cabin. Nevertheless, all seats, including the rear middle one, are supremely soft and comfortable, which is great to see. Now, moving on to performance, the e-power model has a 1.5 litre variable compression turbo petrol engine, where it actually powers the electric motor. Now, combined, the overall power sits at 140 kilowatts, which equates to 187 horsepower, where you've got 330 Newton meters of readily available torque. The electrified model also operates on a front-wheel drive system only and has a 55 litre fuel tank capacity. So how's a Nissan Qashqai e-power to drive? Well, I find it quite fascinating. It's got a bunch of electrified technology built in, like you'd find on the Leaf, for example, with the e-power. And then you've also got the engine, which is actually powering the electric motor, which isn't the same that could be said about a lot of its competitors. In fact, it's one of the only few vehicles in the world that actually does and operates like this. And this makes it for a quite fascinating combination. And the reason I say that is because the electrified part of it is not actually able to be recharged by plugging it in. It's only able to be recharged via the petrol part of it. So therefore means that the only way that you can recoup energy is via regenerative braking or via the engine powering the electric motor or charging up the battery. And that makes for a fascinating combination. And the reason they've done this, at least according to Nissan's marketing, is that it's trying to reduce the overall consumption of fuel and also improve on efficiency, and furthermore provide users with the ability to drive in fully EV mode because they've conserved energy while they're driving on the motorway, and when they're going into inner city drives, it means that they have the ability to, well, drive without having to worry about that element. And furthermore, you can hear the engine kicking in. It's interesting, and then the brake pedal feels responsive. It all feels like a petrol car, but yet I can see when it's operating on an electric portion. And right now, it's the engine powering the electric motor. I lift off, and suddenly it's the regenerative braking that's going into the battery, and now I drive with a very slender amount of power on the accelerator pedal, and now it's the battery that's powering the motor. That's quite fascinating, at least to me. It is quite fascinating. I'll be intrigued to hear your thoughts in a comment section below. Now, I appreciate this video has been relatively short, but hopefully you've attained amount of information that you need to know about the Qashqai e-power. I'll be intrigued to hear your thoughts in a comment section below as to what you make of Nissan's electrification vision, at least with the models such as the Qashqai e-power or, for example, with the Duke Hybrid. Now, if you've liked this video and want to see more and definitely want to stay tuned for the full-length review, definitely do like this video, subscribe and hit that bell notification, all of which would be greatly appreciated. As such, I've been Chris from TotallyEV, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and goodbye.